Hey everyone, welcome back to FT News. I'm Myra. The biggest night on Broadway has officially wrapped up, and the Tony Awards 2026 delivered a mix of expected victories, surprise wins, and plenty of discussion about the current state of theater. Leading the conversation was Schmigadoon, which walked away with the night's biggest prize, Best Musical. Based on the popular streaming series, Schmigadoon has become one of the most talked about productions of the season thanks to its loving parody of classic Broadway musicals. The show imagines a couple trapped inside a magical musical theater world where everyone constantly bursts into song, drawing inspiration from legendary works by Rodgers and Hammerstein, Lerner and Loewe, and many other Golden Age classics. While some analysts considered The Lost Boys a serious contender, Schmigadoon ultimately captured Broadway's highest honor. The victory didn't stop there. The production also won awards for its book and score, giving creator Cinco Paul a huge night and solidifying the show's place as one of the season's biggest success stories. The win is particularly important because despite positive reviews, ticket sales for Schmigadoon had reportedly been softer than expected. A Tony Award often provides a major boost at the box office, and producers will certainly be hoping this recognition translates into stronger audience demand. One of the other major stories of the night was The Lost Boys. Although it missed out on Best Musical, the adaptation of the beloved 1980s vampire film still had an impressive evening. The production picked up multiple technical awards and received significant recognition for its creative achievements. Shoshana Bean earned praise and a Tony win for her featured role, while Ollie Louis-Burzgi scored one of the night's most talked-about victories for his performance as the charismatic vampire at the center of the story. Many theater fans considered his win one of the standout moments of the ceremony. However, perhaps the biggest theme of the entire season wasn't new musicals. It was revivals. Many critics and industry observers felt that Broadway's strongest productions this year came from beloved older shows receiving fresh interpretations. The clearest example was Ragtime. The revival became one of the most celebrated productions of the season and ultimately won Best Musical Revival. The production received enormous praise for its emotional power, ambitious storytelling, and powerful performances. Joshua Henry emerged as one of the night's biggest winners for his portrayal of Coalhouse Walker Jr. Many critics described his performance as one of the finest seen on Broadway in recent years. Casey Levy also earned major recognition for her role, helping make Ragtime one of the evening's dominant productions. Another standout revival was Cats, the Jellicle Ball. This reimagined version of Andrew Lloyd Webber's famous musical transformed the story through the influence of Harlem ballroom culture. The result was one of the boldest creative risks on Broadway this season. The production earned several major honors, including awards recognizing its direction, choreography, and costume design. For many viewers, it proved that even one of the most familiar musicals in theater history can still feel fresh when approached from a completely new perspective. One surprising point of discussion involved chess. Although many theater fans expected the production to receive recognition in the revival categories, it was ultimately left out of the Best Musical Revival lineup. Despite that disappointment, many observers believe Nicholas Christopher's performance elevated the production and established him as one of Broadway's rising stars. Another unexpected moment involved Oscar-winning actor Adrien Brody. Brody made his Broadway debut this season in The Fear of 13 and had received significant praise for the role. However, many fans were shocked when he failed to receive a Tony nomination, creating one of the season's most debated snubs. The results also highlighted how Broadway continues evolving. Shows like Titanic, a wildly comedic parody blending Titanic and Celine Dion references, demonstrated how unconventional concepts can now find mainstream success. Meanwhile, smaller productions such as Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York earned devoted audiences through charm and strong storytelling, even if they didn't dominate the awards. Looking at the bigger picture, the Tony Awards reflected a Broadway season unlike any other. New musicals struggled to establish themselves as clear breakout hits. Meanwhile, beloved classics returned stronger than ever through inventive revivals and fresh creative approaches. In many ways, the season showed that audiences are still eager for innovation. Sometimes that innovation comes through brand new productions. And sometimes it comes from reinventing stories that audiences already know and love. For Schmigadoon, however, the night belonged entirely to them. Winning Best Musical secures the show's place in Broadway history and gives the production a powerful platform moving forward. As Broadway looks toward the future, the success of Schmigadoon proves that audiences still have a deep love for musical theater traditions, especially when those traditions are celebrated with humor, creativity, and heart. Thank you for watching this video. Sending you lots of love, and I'll see you in the next one.